There's been lots of surprises this NBA season, but in my opinion, one team that I don't think gets talked about nearly enough is the San Antonio Spurs. This is something the mainstream NBA media just seems to be ignoring, and I don't know why, because this is a really exciting team and they're doing a lot of things the right way. This team has recorded impressive wins against the Lakers, the Clippers, the Trailblazers. And in today's video, I'm telling you how a team most experts predicted to finish toward the bottom of the Western Conference is now one of the better teams in the NBA. What's up, everybody? This is Troy. Be sure to subscribe, turn on notification bells. Quality and consistent NBA content on this channel several times a week. I would love for you to be a part of it. We got a fun thing going on this channel. If you're a San Antonio Spurs fan, you are going to love today's video because I am showing some love to the Spurs. They deserve it with the way that they've been playing and the way that they have been building their team. The San Antonio Spurs had their first non-playoff season just last year. You know, this was after going to the playoffs for 50 years in a row, it seems like. Many folks thought they would finally pull the trigger on a rebuild, but Greg Popovich said, no, not so. I am rolling with the guys that we have. We're going to find some gems in the draft, and we're going to develop, play these guys, and you know what? We're going to make another run for the playoffs. So far this season, the team has integrated a young core of players along with their veterans, and the results have been pretty good, if I do say so myself. It all begins with their starting lineup, and they're doing something that other NBA teams aren't doing. They are starting 3 guards, 1 small forward who should really be a guard, and then a power forward who is playing center. I'm talking about DeJounte Murray, Lonnie Walker IV, Keldon Johnson, DeMar DeRozan, and LaMarcus Aldridge. This is a team that is playing solid defense. This is a team that is really taking care of the ball, one of the lowest turnover teams in the NBA, and that taking care of the ball is leading to more scoring opportunities for the Spurs. Their field goal attempts near the top, if not the top of the league, depending on when you watch this video. They have a balanced attack with 7 players, 7, scoring in double figures. And one reason this San Antonio Spurs team has been so successful is due to the play of Keldon Johnson and Lonnie Walker IV. Let's start by talking about Keldon Johnson. This guy, he was picked with the 29th pick, okay? This guy was almost a second rounder without a guaranteed NBA deal. He toiled away on the Spurs bench most of last year, and it really wasn't until the bubble last season that KJ really came into his own, averaging about 14 points, 5 rebounds in those 8 games in the bubble in Orlando. And he really hasn't missed a beat. He is picking up where he left off this season for the Spurs in a more expanded role for the team. I really like his athleticism. He can throw it down for thunderous dunks. I really like his hustle when he's out there. I know Greg Popovich likes it too. At 6'5", he might be a little small for that forward spot, but he is a powerful dude. I enjoy his toughness and the winning mentality that he brings to the Spurs team. Then you've got Lonnie Walker IV. I don't know who the other 3 are. There's 3 of them out there somewhere, but I'm talking about Lonnie Walker IV. The 4 Walkers of the apocalypse, and this one is doing a really nice job with the Spurs this season too. He was drafted in 2018 with the 18th overall pick. Another late first round steal is what it's looking like for the Spurs. One thing that's helping is he's not having to compete with Bryn Forbes and Marco Bellinelli for playing time. They're playing elsewhere this season. Then Derek White gets injured. Lonnie Walker IV gets vaulted into that starting lineup and is making the most of his opportunity. He's having a breakout season. Dude has turned into a legit volume 3-point shooter. He could always shoot the 3 ball at a pretty good clip, but this year he's shooting about 5 per game. I would like to see him develop a little bit more as a scorer closer to the rim, maybe put some of that athletic ability to good use on drives or cuts to the basket, but he's got time to do it. So let's talk about two other guys who are really adding to this Spurs team. I'm talking about DeJounte Murray and Devin Vassell. Both players, again, drafted lower than what it looks like they should have been drafted. DeJounte Murray, very late pick in the first round. Devin Vassell almost fell out of the lottery just this past draft. Both are really nice defenders. I like how DeJounte Murray is such a good rebounder for that point guard spot. 6'5", long arms, that really helps him. And I've really been impressed with Devin Vassell. I'm not quite convinced yet that he was the best pick over Tyrese Halliburton, but he's still very, very good. Just the fact that he's been able to earn minutes with Greg Popovich, I think speaks volumes to the type of player he is. Vassell, one of the best defenders in this rookie class, has a great steal rate and does a really nice job of playing the passing lanes with those go-go gadget arms that he has. So what should the Spurs do? Should they trade a bunch of expiring contracts, try to get some younger guys and some draft picks back? Should they just hold the course and try to make the playoffs and, likely get knocked out in the first round? So what do? Well, here's my take. They've got lots of expiring contracts in LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay, DeMar DeRozan, Patty Mills. I think at least two of those guys could fetch you some late first round picks or a young player, maybe both. Teams like Boston, Portland, Toronto could use a player like LaMarcus Aldridge. There's the rumors that the Lakers are interested in DeMar DeRozan. Maybe there would be some sort of trade where you could get Talen Horton-Tucker away from the Lakers. Or maybe you could get some late picks from some of these teams who are competing for the playoffs and for a championship. The 2021 draft is a very, very deep draft, so the more picks you can have, the better off you're going to be. Even if you make these trades, I wouldn't necessarily try to tank, but if I'm the Spurs, I would make more of a concerted effort to play the younger guys more minutes. See if you can get Devin Vassell 25 to 30 minutes per game. See if you can make him the first player off the bench. See if you can maybe get some more minutes for Trey Jones, Luka Samanic. Maybe even try to get some extra minutes for Jakob Poeltl because his defensive rating when he's in there with the Spurs, really, really good. And with all the guys due for new contracts in the offseason, the Spurs will have over $80 million in expiring contracts. This is a team that can go in a lot of different directions. That's my opinion, but let me know what you think in the comments. If you're a Spurs fan, I expect a comment. I want to hear what you think about this team. Are you surprised by how this team is performing? What do you think of the lineups that Popovich is rolling out? Is there anyone that you would like to see play more? Is there anyone who's playing that you're like, maybe cut back on this dude's minutes a little bit? I want to hear it all in the comments. If it's your first time here, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. I do NBA videos like this several times a week. Would love to have you be a part of the channel. Make sure you like this video as well. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. My name is Troy, and have a great day.